Art on Ellis Island. Unframed. Un means not, so not framed. By Caitlin Meager. U.S. National Park Service. So that's who took the picture. This is a photo from Unframed, Ellis Island. Has art ever changed the way you view the world? Art in cities can reach large audiences. I have a connection there because I live in a big city. So I'm going to circle cities and write my connection. I live in a big city. It can start conversations about all sorts of subjects. J.R., a French artist, understands the power of public art. Public. That's an interesting word. I've heard that about bathrooms, but I'm not really sure what that means, so I'm going to circle it. His art tells stories and connects the past to the present. One of his most famous art exhibits, if that's a word you don't know, circle it, is called Unframed, Ellis Island. This exhibit is not in a regular gallery. Based on that sentence, I think a gallery is probably where art is usually, but I'm going to circle it just in case. His art covers the walls of an abandoned hospital on Ellis Island. I have a connection there. In my hometown, there is an abandoned building. Sorry about the camera, guys. In my abandoned building. All right, next page. Ellis Island is an island close to the Statue of Liberty in New York. Oh, I have a connection because we've read about the Statue of Liberty before. So we've read about this statue. And I'm going to put an exclamation point because connecting to other stories makes me super excited. This island played an important role in the history of the United States. For more than 60 years, Ellis Island was an immigration station. Ooh, I know the word immigration, coming into the country. Millions of immigrants from all over the world would travel to the island trying to enter the United States. Many of these people were from Europe. They were escaping poverty, famine, war, or cruel governments. I'm going to write a question here. What was happening in Europe to make governments cruel? That's something I would like more information about. These immigrants had to leave behind their family and a lot of their belongings. Some of you may have a connection there if you've had to leave behind your family or belongings. Some were scared of being sent back to their home country. When they finally reached Ellis Island, these people had to wait in long lines. Some of us might have a connection there. They also had to go through a series of tests to determine if they could enter the U.S. Those that made it through these hardships made a life for themselves in the U.S. Many of these people have shaped the United States to this day. Now, millions of tourists visit Ellis Island to better understand the hardships of the immigrant experience. People can even find out if their ancestors came through the island. Ooh, I know that word. So it's the opposite of people who descended, so people who were before. Some buildings on the island, however, are abandoned. One abandoned building is the hospital where immigrants would go to get care after their long journey. J.R. wanted to preserve the memories of the hospital workers and patients. Preserve, that's kind of a funky word. He used old photographs of these people to create life-size prints of their portraits. He then pasted them on the walls and windows of the run-down hospital. He even pasted some of the images on objects such as lockers or chairs. He brings the people in these photographs to life. Does he actually bring them to life? That kind of sounds like figurative language there. Some of these portraits show nurses laughing and patients looking nervously into the camera. Viewers can see the emotions in the eyes of these individuals. JR used the architecture, that's a funky word, of the hospital to inspire the location of these portraits. By connecting the past to the present, viewers can relate to the struggles of those that came before them. All right, so for your next homework, you're going to find the main idea. So for main idea, we do who, what, when, where, and why or how. So why or how did the what happen? And then you're going to put it into a complete sentence. If you need a sentence starter, the central, sorry guys, the central idea of Unframed, that's the title of the text, of Unframed, we're going to underline it since there's the title, is, and then you fill in the rest, okay? All right, that's your homework for this week.